And welcome to another episode of Hereford FC here on Vanilla FM. And today we're going to take a look at the start of the season for 2040-2041. We've been playing the Hereford save for a long time. Let's do a quick recap. So if we look at the overall history. So we started down here in the Van Rammen North. We've got four straight promotions, 3 of them winning the title. So we won a title in the Van Rammen North back in 2024. Then we won the title in the National League the following year, and then the following year League 2. We ended up 5th and promoted in League 1. We were 4 years in the Championship trying to get promoted. We eventually won it in 2030, and then we've had this slow crescendo until we won our first title in the Premier League in 2038. So we just come off 3 back-to-back titles. You can see here all other titles. We've got 2 Champions Leagues, 1 Europa League, 3 Super Cups, 4 FA Cups, won 4 times the Carabao Cup. We also won the Community Shield 5 times now. We went to the European South American Club Challenge a few years ago and we won that. And we're still waiting to go to the Club World Championship, and that will be in the summer at the end of this season. So hopefully we'll be able to capture that before we start the beta for FM25. I've already done a rejig of the channels, so I decided that I'm going to continue doing a Hereford save in this channel, Vanilla FM. As soon as the beta comes out, we'll start looking at the beta. I might even do small little posts when they start doing the weekly releases on the blog. We'll review those as well. In the new channel, Football Manage Her, I'm going to focus exclusively on the Women's League, so what it's like to manage women's clubs in FM25. And the reason I'm doing that is because it will allow me a platform where I can actually play around with a sort of journey style saves. So I'll start off maybe in a club or maybe unemployed, but the point is that I will then travel through different clubs, different leagues, different countries. Because I don't actually know a lot about women's football, so that'll be a way for me to learn as well about it. So that's what we'll do, and that will be captured in that separate channel. So if you're interested in following along with that sort of style of save, so focusing on women's leagues, focusing on journeying around different countries, then head over to Football Manager Her and subscribe. And then as soon as the beta drops, I will start talking about the women's leagues in that channel. Now, this transfer season has finished. I've already played through a few matches. We won every single one so far. We defeated Arsenal 3-1 in Community Shield. We defeated Brentford for the UEFA Super Cup. We also got through Leicester for the 3rd round of the Carabao Cup, which means we are going to play Wolves for the 4th round of the Carabao Cup. Our next game is Arsenal for the Premier League. So far the season's going good. Now transfers wise, we didn't do any transfers. We'd sold a few players at the end of last season, which may or may not have shown. But we did that. We sold a few. Some players joined us on a permanent basis. So here we have our sponsored Nugent. By the way, if you want to sponsor a Nugent, there's lots and lots of different slots. You can go over to Patreon and put your name down as a member there with the correct membership, and then I will assign to you a Nugent. But so far we have Rob sponsoring Robip Zugash, and Robip has gone out of the club for a few years, and then last year he came back on loan and we were able to sign a permanent deal again with him for 75 million. So he's probably too expensive, to be honest, but it does mean we have him back in-house. We also closed the deal with the only real-life player still playing in our club, Ivan Fresneda. We closed the deal with him, and we also retain Nasgate on a permanent deal as well. Now, the only change that we were forced to make, I wasn't going to buy any players this season. The squad was going to be exactly the same year on year, but our long-standing central defender, Zahari Velinov, decided to not renew his contract for some reason, and he's gone to a worse club in Crystal Palace. Don't know why, because he was, a regular, and I was definitely going to renew his contract. He was doing okay in our club. He was a fairly cheap player, so he was cheap to keep. Anyway, he forced a hand, and we went to get this new player, Gary Noble. I think we had our eye on him at one point, but it never really materialized. So we got Gary for 18 million, fairly cheaply, from the Norwich club, newly promoted Norwich. So that's okay. We did a fairly cheap transfer. Now, because we updated the club quite a bit, or we are in the process of updating the club quite a bit, it means that we don't have a lot of funds really this year. So we are expanding the stadium and updating all of our facilities. So finance-wise, this is how it looks. It looks bleak. We did have a lot of income. Doesn't show the total here, does it? But yeah, we had a lot of prize money last year and so on. And this year we had, quite a lot of money coming in. But still, it was not enough to plug this big gap. Also, we did so that those confirmed loans translated into transfers, permanent transfers, and obviously we spent a lot of money on those. So, not a lot of money coming in from transfers compared to last year. We basically spent no money last year because everyone that we bought, we then sold someone to cover that difference. But this year, not so. So all that healthy money we got from prize money and so on, it all got spent on confirming these deals. Because our squad didn't change, our dynamic is excellent. We did swap around some captains and so on, but yeah, dynamic wise, we're really good. Got plenty of support, players are happy, etc. So we should be nicely lined up for a very nice season. Now, let's get into the game. I'm going to play Arsenal here. I've already selected the team. And then I can talk a little bit about my plans for FM25. So, I think at the moment, as it stands, I was able to book off little bits of leave, not like extended periods, but like at least a couple of days off every week. And that means if the beta drops or if the blogs start dropping, obviously the blogs will start dropping first, I should be able to find time to talk about them in a video. So the plan is that I'll talk about anything generic, overall FM25 stuff on here. I'll comment on every blog post. We try to talk a little bit about that and explore it a little bit. If there is anything specific to women's leagues, I'll put that in the other channel because I think I want to capture all of it there. So yeah, so we'll do a video for every blog that comes out, and then as soon as the beta drops, I will start playing it. So you'll see maybe like the day after there'll be a video on that. And we'll try to go through everything. I'll try to do smaller videos as well, just focusing on particular features, just like little snippets and how-to videos and stuff like that, just to see how the game goes, but also just generic play of the game. The beta, not gonna lie, I'm probably gonna focus the beta more on the women's leagues in the other channel, rather than the Hereford save, but I'm not sure yet, so we'll see how it goes. What I could do, I guess, for the beta is maybe for the period of the beta, rather than starting the Hereford save straight away, try and do something different. So if you have any suggestions for what save, what setup I should have for the beta, whether I should focus on a different club, or a different country, a different level, or if I should again do a little bit of an unemployed and try to find a job type thing, or a journeyman sort of save. Yeah, if you have any ideas, any suggestions, put it in the comments, because I'm not entirely sure yet what I'm going to do for the beta in this channel. I know that I'm going to do a women's journeyman sort of style for the women, for the Football Manager, the other channel, but I'm not sure what I'm going to do in the beta for this channel yet. Typically, I do Hereford from the start. So this save here that you're watching now is the save that I started in the beta. So this isn't even a new save. I didn't start a new save when the final release came out. So if there are any bugs that don't get fixed unless you start a new save, those bugs will still be in my save now here. Which maybe I shouldn't have done that, because the whole point of the channel is to show you how vanilla FM works, but I guess mine is the beta vanilla FM, I suppose. Oh, let's try if we can claim back. I still have a little bit of a remnant of a cold, so apologies for all the cold noises. I think... Oh, actually, I don't have anyone. Alright, let's see. I guess I could do that, and that will work. Because I don't want to take Torres out, so that will ensure that he stays in. Yeah, so the other thing I'm interested in is, what are you going to do? So, it's been a big debate about whether people are going to buy it straight up, pre-order it, whether if it's worth it or not, whatever. So if you are going to play it, if you have ordered it, or if you haven't ordered it and are going to wait for the beta, or if you are going to wait for the final release to come out, or if you're going to wait just for next year's game, you're going to skip 25 altogether. Yeah. There was one thing to bear in mind, and I'm not saying you should buy the game, but one thing to bear in mind is that I remember a few years ago they gave a special discount to anyone who had the previous so many years, who had bought the previous so many years. So just bear that in mind. If you skip FM25, if they then decide, oh, actually, let's reward everyone who bought FM25 by doing a specific discount on not having missed the last 5 years or something like that. In the future game, then if you skip 25, then you'll have missed it and you won't be able to access that discount. So, I don't know. Just something that I remembered the other day is like, oh yeah, there was that one year that they gave a special discount to anyone who had the last, I think it was 7 years or something, I don't know. And yeah, so we will see. I think we're in a strong position. I know we are losing here against Arsenal, but I think... Oh, I'm being called. 2 seconds. Oh, it will have to wait, I'm afraid. And yeah, so I think we'll be okay this season. I think we'll have a strong season, and one of the reasons for that is that we have the same squad. And I'll try to do things with training to ensure that we keep developing that teamwork and keep developing that cohesion, so that we have lots and lots of these green lines and so on. Quite excited. The thing I'm most excited about, actually, is being able to finish by playing the club world championship. So that is something that essentially the reason I'm still playing really is so I can reach the point where I can play the club world championship and be able to show you that as well. But we're reaching the end of the game here, so I'm going to say thank you so much for watching. If you're interested in women's football for FM25, head over to my other channel, Football Manager, and subscribe so you can get notified as soon as it comes out. And yep, thanks so much for watching, and head over to Patreon. Take care. Bye bye.